What is up, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines in where else but, well, my favorite place to be, and perhaps more so this year than any year before. This is not technically the Christmas Central rant that'll be coming. I'm actually not sure what order I'm going to release these in, but this is kind of the wrap-up rant, I guess. This is day 20 of Christmas Central construction. And surprisingly, against all odds, we are more or less on schedule, maybe even a little ahead of schedule. If I look back at last year's log, which of course I did, Christmas 2024, which was another great journey from day 1 through 19 or 20, whatever it ended up being. But of course this year was no ordinary Christmas Central. We've changed locations, we've got maybe more lights than we've ever had, or at least more of a spread of them. And I'm not really going to get into the debate, I don't know what you call it, I'm not going to get into the conversation of, like, what the best Christmas Central was, or whatever. This is all very new to me right now, even though I've done Christmas Central for a number of years now. This will be year 16 of Christmas Central, started in 2009. So that's, my confidence in doing this was pretty solid, but this was a challenge, and I'll talk about that more again when I do the official unveiling. This is kind of just a time to reflect and be excited. And it's not technically done. I still got some more ornaments to put on this tree here, and I'm excited to do that. A couple little touches here and there, but I mean, again, this is fabulous. I've shown it in some previews, and I'll show it a little bit more in detail as we get closer to the big day. But this one's for you, Nani. I've always, that's kind of the message of this year, or of this Christmas especially. Nani loved Christmas, and I loved coming here for Christmas. So that Christmas Central is now existing in this room. And again, this was not necessarily the Christmas room for Nani. I would argue that's the family room. That's going to be a separate rant as well. This is pretty significant, and I'm really excited about it. I know it doesn't really seem like it right now. I'm a little bit tired, but in a good way. I get to this point so that I can relax, so that I can just enjoy it and take it in, There'll be the time to celebrate and go crazy and all that, and that happens every single Christmas. And it's even happened at some points this year. It's flown by in terms of, like, these first 3 weeks, which really are the critical times. I mean, it's all good, it's all important. But, like, when I think of Christmas, God, there's so many memories that come to mind when I just think of Christmas. But, like, yeah, a lot of it is that first month or so, just really embracing it, getting back in touch with those traditions. Not that I ever forget them, but, like, just to have it again, and just get excited and just have that, constant, the excitement leading up to December 25th. And that's where we're at right now. We're at that point now, just before Thanksgiving, just before everything really starts to get going. And it's just the time to observe, enjoy, and like I said, put up a few more ornaments. But overall, I'm so pleased with how this has come out. Again, more that I could talk about in the Christmas Central official rant, but just wanted to do this. Day 20, the final wrap-up. As you can see, I got a little new technology here with the pan around, but Christmas is coming. That's all I can say, and I am ready for it. Christmas Central 2025. Let's go.